Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Hey, ba-dum-ba-bum. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to Wrestle AM, half morning show, half wrestling show, all BS. I am the huge one, a kid idiot, Dave Coco from Coco Sports. Follow me anywhere at Coco Sports, especially on the Twitter machine because I'm updating Noah like crazy. I've been to 576 Noah events in the last week. True story. And I'm with my tag team partner, the raccoon from another mother, Sid's Light. He's Sid's Light on everything. And since I've been gone from Twitch, he's taken over. You know, there's only two streamers on Twitch, Coco Sports and Sid's Light. I took some time off. How's the Twitch been treating you, my friends?
It's good. I do an e-fed now. So, yeah, I learned, I was like, Coco's gone. Somebody's got to do this. So I do an e-fed, It's got Turkey Maniac in it. It's got Coco Sports in it. Sexy on My Handsome's in it,
Yeah.
All the hits.
Make sure to check it out. And, just before we get started, it is Wrestle AM because, I come in, it's 9 p.m., and usually Sid's Light is recording this somewhere between 4 a.m., 5 a.m. It always changes. So, by the time we get to the BS, we even forget we're on a podcast. But you know what? It's been a while. So you know what we need? New podcast, new champion. There you go. Mr. Jon Moxley is the IWGP champion of the world. And me, being a New Japan guru from back in the day, everyone's like, what do you think? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent. They passed the title around. They have too many titles. The athletes are amazing. The booking is horrible. I guess the final straw would be if he shows up for the G1, but Moxley has shown up for the G1. Out of all AEW guys, I think Moxley's the best. Some people are pissed because Naito didn't get a long run, but Naito's held together by duct tape. And if I did it,
yeah,
would be
honestly, Naito getting the belt you should be happy Naito got the belt again.
Yeah, and if the crazy part is he's insanely over, but he's held together by duct tape. If you go up and slap him on the back, he just crumbles. He falls. Yeah, it's amazing what he did throughout his career. Fun fact, I was the only American independent wrestling promoter to ever book Naito. You think he remembers that? Do you think? I'll bring it up.
I don't know.
I doubt it.
Ask him next time you see him.
I will. I'll be like, Naito.
Do you remember working for me in America one time?
I did meet Yoshitatsu, and he remembered my son before he remembered me.
Nice.
He's like,
got a better, more impressionable.
Yeah, he's like, you're father of real life sexy Yama handsome. I'm like, yes I am. But I've been going crazy, going to events and all that stuff, and hopefully this puts New Japan on the right path. Having so many titles, this ain't an attack on New Japan, it's an attack on pro wrestling. Having too many titles is bullshit.
And it's especially an attack on New Japan.
Oh yeah. Well, here's the thing. I take my co-author, Ray Fisher. I take him every year to Wrestle Kingdom. So the only thing my co-author, Operation Freak Show, Lucky the Orphan, buy it now, new books coming soon. The only thing he knows about professional wrestling is the research he did for my books and and going to Wrestle Kingdom every year. And even him, when he went to Wrestle Kingdom, he's like, how the fuck is everyone champ? He is the most casual of the casuals. His resume says, I go to Wrestle Kingdom every year. And even him, we were just sitting there with him and his missus. He's like, how is everyone champ? What is this? He's like, is this the North Dakota Southwest fucking regional champion? How? How is there so many champions? There's a part of me that's like, maybe I should be pissed at Moxley. Maybe I shouldn't. I say this. He shows up to the G1. I have no problems. Some people are like, oh no, it's fucking horrible. There's also a part of me this is a part of me that the DDT fans, this is for DDT fans, this is for Cyberfly fans, this is for Noah fans, this is for All Japan fans, this is for Dragon Gate fans. Hey, New Japan, mo money, mo spoilers. Fuck you! Anyway, just had to get that out of the way. Now you are more of an AEW guy. You check in every now and then. What is your look about Moxley being the champion?
I think it can be exciting for them. It doesn't fix the core problem that New Japan has, which is
Ghetto.
that the booking is still bad.
Yeah, they have great
Yeah,
athletes.
like as long as you have Ghetto doing what he's ghettoing, I don't think it doesn't matter who the champion is. You could get John Cena to fucking go be the champion in America, where you'd get popularity just because it's him, and be like, yes, we're getting U.S. popularity, and nobody's gonna give a shit.
Yeah.
You could have the biggest stars in every company come to the G1, and if it's booked like shit, what does it matter?
Yeah. He has a lot of great athletes in his company, and he books them like a 98-year-old reunion of ECW or AWA.
I
He
say
books like they can't wrestle. What's that?
I say he could have all those people and nobody would care if the booking was bad. But let's be honest, I'm still excited about the prospect that maybe Kenny Omega returns to the G1, and that's when he comes back. Even if it's booked bad, just because I want to see these guys wrestle.
Yeah, and I hope Kenny gets healthy. So many wrestlers right now, Big E, Kenny. We wish him the best on whatever it takes for them to get back or be happy. But yeah, if Bloody Moxley wins it, he'll be at the next big New Japan event. He'll be going against Red Narita.
I think Mox is a great guy to have a strap on, though. And for New Japan, especially wanting to get growth in America, he is a good guy to have it on. Yeah. It's just a matter of can it overcome the bad booking? And I don't think it can.
And if I can add something here. A lot of people are like, oh, look how great Bullet Club members are doing all across the world. Look how great NWO members did back in a day. The Shield only had 3 people. It's been like a fucking week, and they're like, we need a Shield guy as champ. Like someone on a Shield has to be carrying gold.
Well, actually, do you know that in the time that they've been known as the Shield guys, there have been 3 different times where all 3 held top gold in the companies around the world. There have been 2 different times where they all did it within the span of a week. They all held top gold around the world.
That is amazing and crazy. Yeah. So when their careers are done, and especially if you're not a tribalistic son of a goose,
I hope that we get a final. Like, I know Mox. I hope the Levesque era makes it possible for Mox to end up going back and having a Shield triple threat for one, and eventually the Shield doing some kind of reunion run together, because I think that would just be so good.
Yeah. Because I don't see Roman ever leaving. I don't see Seth ever leaving.
No.
So Mox would have to return.
I could have seen Seth leaving under Vince, maybe. Now I don't see Seth leaving, namely because I think Levesque will let him go do matches if he really fights for it. I don't think Brian would have left under Levesque, because I think Levesque would have let Brian go and do the G1 or whatever else he would have wanted.
So just to recap real quick, Moxley goes to the G1, all good in my book. The title and the company, by the hands of one Ghetto, have become kind of worthless.
Unwatchable.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even consider myself a New Japan fan. I'm an LIJ fan. That's it. If LIJ's not in the match, peace. I'm going to a different company. So yeah, that's just me. But I could be a jerk. Moxley, congratulations. Shield, you're amazing on across the world. And I think some English speakers are really mad about it. There's only 2 types of New Japan fans that I meet. And let me say, I've lived in Japan for 20 years. I go to 10 to 20 events a month, and I talk to tons of Japanese pro wrestling fans. That's my resume. Deal with it. I've only met 2 types of fans in New Japan. And I'm going to thank Cobra for this. it's shitty ice cream. It's ice cream with shit in it. And Ghetto and House of Torture is the shit in the ice cream. Now me, I'm like, I'm going to All Japan. I'm going to Dragon Gate. I'm going to Noah. I'm going to all these other places because I don't want shit in my ice cream. And the others
Other
are like,
people are like, just eat around the shit.
yes, 100%. 100%. I like everyone I met that's a New Japan fan is like, I'll get better one day. Just don't watch it. And then you got all these English speakers like, they're over. It's like, have you been in the stadiums?
Yeah, I love comments that are like, yeah, House of Torture, and I'm like, what? Hold on, you think positively of House of Torture?
Yeah.
What?
At that point, you just have no standards. At that point, you just have no standards. It's like, yeah, I
Hey,
like
people
everything.
like what they like, but don't
Well,
be critical of me if you like House of Torture.
yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Congrats,
Like
Moxley.
what you like, but yeah.
And I am indifferent unless you don't show up at the G1. If you're champ and don't show up at the G1, that's though it's so funny because like there's a member of the Bullet Club, one of the young white guys. I don't know, maybe maybe it's this young AJ Styles. Maybe it's this young Kenny Omega. One of the fucking gaijins is like, oh, you're getting fucked by Tony Khan. I'm like, well, you know what? You're kind of fucking everyone else all together getting fucked by New Japan. So, yeah, they fix that shit. But I don't know. There's sparks of interest like, oh, they're going to do it. They're going to improve. There's not. Yeah, I just watch LIJ matches. I'm tapping out of the rest of the shit. I'm just tapped out. I'll watch highlights.
You don't have it in you.
I just don't. Because, like, I never wanted to be the guy that does the same review over and over and over. And I don't want to be the guy that pays money to go to an event and there's a part of the event that makes me angry. And New Japan, it's the same fucking review over and over and over and over and over again. And like Pro Wrestling Noah, yeah, there's some shit that sucks, but never once do I go, oh fuck, I wish I didn't spend money. Dragon Gate, DDT, TJPW, is it perfect? No. But Ghetto has a special power where I'm like, fuck, I wish I had that money back. I just wish I had that money back. You know?
Yeah.
Because nothing sucks more when the main event sucks balls and you're like, well, I'm here. Should I leave early? Should I not leave early? I don't know.
The Nuge has become the company that is kind of only worth going to the big events, I think.
Yeah, but even then they'll fuck it up. Like the next big event has House of Torture.
House of Torture is going to be at all of them. I think if the only ones worth going are the big events where you just want to see the wrestlers that are there.
If my friends don't go, I don't go. I'm going to
I think
2
G1
Super Juniors. I'll probably go to a couple G1s, and I'll probably go to Wrestle Kingdom just out of tradition. And here's the thing.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much the list. I think is the Super Juniors, the G1, and Wrestle Kingdom right now is all that's really, unless you're a diehard.
And my thing is, I made a full-time living at wrestling for 10 plus years. Like I had a house, I had my bills paid. I made a full-time living in pro wrestling for 10 years. And now I'm not the richest I've ever been, but I'm pretty safe. And I give back. I spend about $2,000 to $3,000 on pro wrestling, one way or another. You know what I mean? And it's just I don't feel justified giving you my money. You know what I mean? Like I'm just not justified in giving you that money. I'm not doing it. I'll see you later. I think I renewed New Japan World just so I could see the Tsuji Naito match, and that's it. Like and it's got to the point now where I've asked. Granted, it's kind of like an insulting ask because obviously I wouldn't do it. I would just pay. I would pay extra if you guarantee me that certain people wouldn't be on the card or in the archives. You just fucking edit it out. But the cool thing is,
promise
you can
I
skip
won't
matches.
have to see House of Torture tonight. If not, I want a refund.
Oh yeah. Well, at Pro Wrestling Noah, me and a few fans turned around to the people running the trucks. like the equipment during Monday Magic, and we just said, hey, wrap it up. What the fuck is this? When Ghetto's match was there, and then we said, how much do we have to pay for him not to be on the card? And here's the thing. It could have come off as bullying, but the people in the back were laughing their asses off. You know what I mean? But it could be considered bullying. God bless you, Noah. Noah's on a roll. But yeah, I just hope that it turns around and I enjoy it. That's it. But of course, saying that makes you a greedy person. I don't know. No, it's so funny. If I meet someone in Japan and they say, I'm going to stop watching this until I enjoy it, people are like, oh, that makes sense. But I've met a lot of English speakers, online of course, that are like, you're so fucking greedy. You only spend money on stuff you like. And I'm like, yes, that's how economics works. That is literally how it works.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
Things you need or want.
But who knows? Maybe Moxley turns this bad boy around. He'll get, because the problem is too the economy crumbling here in Japan. Prepare wisely, kids. With the economy crumbling in Japan, they need that American money. I would not be surprised unless something major happens to the Japanese economy. I wouldn't be surprised if New Japan had more events in America than they did Japan. Just because the dollar is so high. Just because
it's more money.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that might be why they're putting the strap on him, too.
Yeah.
So, you tour him around America, really lean into the partnership with AEW right now, and just try and get stars in the doors.
Yeah, because it gets to the point now where, like, it's just utterly insane, the difference. I'm just glad I get paid in American cashola 90% of the time. It gets to the point where, like, yen feels like I'm doing it for charity. Come to work for yen. All right, I'll do some charity. I'll do some charity for you. No problem. I'll get on that.
Don't I get paid in yen technically?
You do. And you always ask for a raise. You're like, can I have a raise? I'm like, bro, you got a 5-time raise thanks to the economy crashing.
I was going to say, I think I can relate to these yen payment memes.
You're like, can I have a raise? I'm like, brother, trust me, you did. You just live in the wrong country.
I'm Japanese by proxy.
Yeah, exactly. So there you go. Moxley, save the economy. I think that's where we went on this one.
Yeah.
It's up to Moxley to save Japanese economy. It's on you, Moxley.
Wrestle good.
Yeah, save our economy. All right. Let's talk about it. The footage heard around the world. The CM footage. CM Punk got an argument with Jungle Boy, Jack Perry. They tuffled. They separated. CM Punk said some mean words that we couldn't hear. And everyone lost their fucking minds. I don't know. I feel like this is such a big thing that I didn't give a fuck about and didn't feel good or bad in any way. Was it the worst thing that's ever happened in pro wrestling? Not even this fucking week. Not even this week. Is it the best thing that's ever happened since sliced bread? Definitely not. Definitely not. Did it help the Young Bucks? Did it help Scapegoat? Yeah, I believe so. Would I have done it? No. But I don't think it's the worst thing. Everyone's like, it's WCW 2000. Tell me you didn't see WCW 2000 without telling me you've seen WCW 2000.
Not only that, but remember, we went back and watched some of the ending WCWs.
It wasn't that bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
Like WWE prior to
we
Monday
thought it
Night
would be
Wars
the worst
was
punishment
unwatchable.
ever.
And the John Cena era, that's propaganda. The John Cena, Dave Bautista, Randy Orton. It might be your childhood.
Honestly,
that was pretty fucking rough.
If they hadn't killed WCW based off the quality of the last few WCWs, I probably would have kept watching WCW. Yeah. Like, as soon as Cena became a mainstay, I probably would have been on WCW again.
Yep. So it is interesting. Me and Sid's Light are both infantry members. And the infantry, we have a tree line. We just, hey, let's go fight. All right, let's go fight. No one gets sucker punched. You know what's coming up. Listen, we got to militarize people. Context is everything.
All right, on the line of the sucker punch, more or less. Well, yes, Jack was fixing his hair. If they were actually, we don't know what was being said. If they were heated and engaged, and it was like a big one of those points where this is, if you, I'm gonna stress this: fighting is not the answer. Don't fight. Fighting sucks. You get hurt even if you're good at fighting. Your hands hurt. Yeah, like I'm telling you, even if you kick the shit out of the other guy, your hands hurt. Like no matter what you do, you're injuring yourself to fight. I don't encourage you to fight and solve problems.
Can you tell them about the bonus of concussions?
Oh yeah, concussions, great stuff. Your best case scenario though, you get hand arthritis. That's where you're leading yourself to.
And here's the thing.
I want to say don't fight before I get to my point.
All right, go ahead.
That said,
that was a big
if you've been in a lot of fights, there's a point where talking gets. There are things that have been said, and the conversation has hit a tone where you both know it's who's going to make the first move. So if you're waiting for the other guy to make the first move, I can see how him going up in close quarters toward his hair, I could see how that hand coming up could be mistaken as a hand coming up to do something else. Yeah, it's too close.
Your hands are too close.
Yes.
Maybe sucker punch.
That said,
go ahead.
That said, I definitely think it looks a little bit like he's kind of a scumbag in this footage from how it went down, but it also doesn't look that bad at all. It got broken up quickly. He didn't try and force back into the fight. It didn't look like he went after Tony very hard because nobody really had to fight. You can look at the way people's muscles are and stuff in footage like that and see how much effort's being put into holding someone back. Nobody was really trying to hold back Punk. Punk wasn't really trying to get toward anybody either. He was annoyed, it seemed like. It didn't even seem like he was rip shit angry. It just seemed like he was annoyed.
Yeah, Chris Hero was having the time of his life. And Samoa Joe's like,
Chris
bro,
Hero
we gotta go to work.
He was breaking down.
Like Samoa Joe just walked in like, bro, we gotta go to work.
It made Joe look great. That footage, if your goal was to make Joe, your champion, look good, actually do you think on some level he thought releasing that would make his champion look good and CM Punk look bad and he just massively misjudged?
Possibility. Here's my thing. I would have shown the footage right away or not at all. Exactly. I think just because people shit on you in all the media scrums, it's not worth showing the footage. And here's the thing.
They were beating you.
Me and Sid, we had an occupation where we had to fight. I have worked in a wrestling promotion where I fought. I've actually fought people under WWE and AEW contracts. The difference is, I'm not a fucking bitch. Just fucking, we threw fists. Okay, let's move about our ways.
He fought Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler.
I've never fought Jim Ross or Jerry Lawler.
Oh, I got him, guys. It was JR. He fought the king.
It wasn't. But yeah, like, dude, that was like such a bitch fight. Like, I wouldn't have released it because anyone that's thrown fist for real and like, oh, you're an internet tough guy, for the love of fucking Christ. But anyone that's thrown fist for real, that's a bitch fight, bro. Why release the footage? Why release the footage?
That wasn't a fight. It
was a scruffle. Like that shit happens all the time.
You're both walking. If you're looking for a fight where nobody gets hurt, honestly, that was the best case scenario. I don't think either of their hands hurt.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't even call it a fight. I'd call it a scuffle. It was a little scuffle. Little scuffle.
Now, in a professional environment, do you get fired for that? Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
But is it a big deal? I don't think so. It was a scuffle.
No. I do find it to be weird, but I do think the Young Bucks using it benefit. I think it definitely benefited Jack Perry in Chicago. That fan base was going crazy. So storylines, it kind of makes sense. It's just like the idea of it on paper is great, The actual fight is such a fucking waste. And here's the big thing.
Yeah.
If you like CM Punk, you still like CM Punk. If you fucking thought CM Punk's an asshole, you still think CM Punk's an asshole. It solved nothing. And
Well, it solved one thing. It did solve one thing. It does dead the topic.
yeah.
Nobody's going to be debating what may or may not have happened anymore. The
That's
topic
true.
is now going to be dead, and they're not going to be bringing it up every presser. So I guess, in a way, he bit the bullet and he took the damage from releasing it now rather than continue to wait and keep eating shots.
Yeah.
Do I think that was the best idea? No. But
here's my
it
thing.
was his.
I think you have to release the footage right away or you don't. That's kind of like me, you know? And those that are tribalistic, like, this would never happen, Bret Hart. Done. We're done this conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This would never happen, Bret Hart. Okay.
Vince came out looking better after that than I think Tony's going to.
Maybe, but I just think that's because the image people have of each one. Like, I don't think releasing the footage or the documentary, anyone's changing their mind on either one. The only difference is that Vince can play the tough guy part where Tony can't. That's the only difference. They're pretty much the same person except one can act.
Yeah.
That's it. If Tony was on, you know, the secret magic stuff, Vince's magic stuff. If you went on Vince's magic stuff and could act, maybe you could make something out of it, but it's already been done, you know? So, I don't know. I know one thing. I don't think I fear either of them.
No.
And I'm a fat old man. That's a fat fucking old man saying that. I'm not really fucking rocking it.
I mean, to be fair, there's weight classes. Those
Yeah.
two guys shouldn't be in the same weight class to begin with.
No.
In a real world where, you know, CM Punk should never have been able to fight in the UFC, they also wouldn't have been able to fight because of weight classes.
100%. All right.
What is he? It's got to be like, what, 2-3 weight classes apart?
I don't know, because he's way taller. He's probably way heavier.
That's true.
Yeah.
He's just so tiny.
He's super skinny, but I'm sure he outweighs him. Maybe we'll have to look at the footage. All right. I meant the tail of the tape, but let's watch the footage 800 times. All right. DSI. Dave's stupid idea. All right, this is for you. We saw the CM Punk footage, and I have a theory. This came from me. I was at Pro Wrestling Noah. I saw someone with a CM Punk shirt. My good friend Hi Japan said, "Hey, you should go beat the fuck out of that guy." And I'm like, "No, I'm a peaceful son of a bitch." But he brought up a point. With that said, me and Sid, infantry, we fought before. Not each other. Who knows? Maybe we have. Probably Army and Marine guys fought a lot. I don't know when he served. But we fought a lot. And I've fought a lot as a wrestling promoter. Did I win them all? No. Did I lose them all? No. But, you know, fights happen. But in the real world, fights don't happen. You can't be a kindergarten teacher and punch the other teacher out. You can't be an accountant. Hell, you can't even be a raccoon on Twitch. If this raccoon went to YouTube Con, Twitch Con, MySpace Con, and saw a fucking skunk, he can't punch that guy in the face. That's why they have celebrity
can't.
boxing. Okay?
You can. You're just not supposed to.
You're not supposed to. So with that said, fighting is wrong, right? We can all agree fighting is wrong.
Yeah.
But if you're wearing a CM Punk shirt and you're smaller, and I say fuck you and hit you, I don't think you can press charges. I'm saying fighting is wrong. Don't go around punching people. But if a big fat guy went around punching little CM Punk fans in the face and they take CM Punk's side, I don't think they should be able to press charges. Judge?
Yeah.
Do I gotta fucking get out of free pass? Dude, and the thing is, Japan got me all riled up. I was sitting by this guy.
The verdict is this should have been reviewed beforehand. I was right to call this a DSI. This is what? No, you're wrong. This is terrible.
What? They take CM Punk's side, right? CM Punk, punched fucking someone, and they said he's the fucking man. He's fucking great. And then they thought his punishment was wrong. So if you go around beating up smaller CM Punk fans, then the punishment is wrong and they won't press charges.
No.
You know, I've pitched this to at least 10 different Japanese people, including my bear friends, my wife. Every Japanese person's like, yeah, that seems fair. But he's got the judge hammer out. It fucking kills me. It fucking kills me. I don't know. So yeah, I bet I saw CM Punk fan at Corkin Hall, and my friend's like, just go punch him. You can't press charges. Like, what do you mean? All right, you're a judge. I see a CM Punk fan. He's smaller than me because we got to be brave. I just whackity-doo, punch him in the face a couple times. He goes down. He calls the cops. He can't press charges.
He can.
But he's the best in the world. He's a badass.
No, they're gonna look you in the eyes and they're gonna be like, "You breaking the law. You go to jail. You go to jail long time."
Here's the crazy part.
Get the spaghetti.
I have lived in Japan long enough that I know where I can punch you and can't punch you. All right? Kawasaki, punch away. Go nuts, kids. Kamata, punch away. Shinjuku, punch away. Shibuya, I wouldn't punch. Ginza,
how do you know
never
which cities
punch.
you can punch people in?
I found this out because I was lucky enough to punch a few people in
somebody
Kawasaki.
who punches people?
Yes, I'm friends with a lot of people that punches people.
They're just like, these are the rules. These are the rules. These are my punching zones.
Well, no, because like the cops will come by.
This city though, no punch.
No. You can't punch in Ginza. Fuck it. You're going to prison. Ginza, no go. No punching in Ginza. Shibuya. I wouldn't punch in Shibuya. You know? No go. Roppongi. That's a tough one. Roppongi Hills.
Are you not punching in
punch.
Roppongi because you're afraid of who you might punch?
No. That's Kawasaki. Okay. You gotta be careful. Yeah. In Kawasaki, you can punch people. I just be careful who you punch.
Which city has all the ninjas?
There is a Nico. Nico has like a
dojos.
ninja training center. You can go to like train with the ninjas in Nico. I wouldn't punch people in Nico. No, I'm not saying that like you should go around punching people. I'm just saying there's places where it's safer to punch people and not punch people. And Japan is very famous for where you can punch people. Like example, me and you, Raccoon, we're having a couple beers. I say, I think you should be able to punch smaller CM Punk fans. And you say no, and we start punching each other. Dude, we do that in Roppongi Hills. We never see freedom again. We do that in Kawasaki, Kamata. They're like, yo, get the fuck out, Raccoon and Fat Guy. Fat Guy and Raccoon, get the fuck out of here.
That's funny.
Yeah. So it really depends. Let's see. Let's get a Japanese expert. Bear friends, can you confirm or deny that certain parts of Japan, punching's okay, and certain parts you can't? Example: Ginza, Roppongi Hill, Shibuya, no punching.
No.
Kawasaki punching.
Yeah.
See? She knew.
See. Yeah.
These are wits when you're at Roppongi and
Yeah, Roppongi is a little tough. Roppongi Hills, never. You go to Roppongi Hills, dude, you just like...
in Ginza, too.
Oh, Ginza, yeah, you can't punch in Ginza. So,
Why is Ginza so strict?
oh, Ginza's like the Beverly Hills of Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where the rich. Basically, if you see
That's
rich
where, that's
people,
where
no
Okada
punching.
lives.
So I don't know. That's where he shops. He probably. Actually, holy fuck! I know where he lives. I was just gonna dox Okada. I actually know where Tanahashi and Okada live. I've been to Hashimoto's house.
So do I.
These are fun facts.
I've been to both of their houses.
No, I've never been.
I used
I've
to
been.
have threesomes.
Okay. I've been actually going to a Japanese person's house.
You
is
ever
like a
seen
big
an
honor.
Okada in the middle?
Okay. Sid.
You've heard of RKO?
Sid.
Sometimes we put Tanahashi in the middle. And we do RTO. It's Raccoon,
All right.
Tanahashi, Okadas.
Sid, how tall are you?
I'm 6 foot.
6 foot, dude. Yeah,
That's 6 inches taller than you.
You're not 6 inches taller than me. You might be too big. All right, but
Yeah, I know.
I
know. But you'll figure
no,
it
because
out.
here's my thing.
We'll make it work.
If you were 5 foot nothing and had a CM Punk shirt in, I'd invite you to Kawasaki. Like, hey, buddy, let's go get some beers.
Is 6 foot too big to chance it? You don't want to run the risk.
By the way, if you're in Shibuya and a tattooed gentleman says, "Join me in Kawasaki or Shinjuku," don't
go.
Don't go.
That
Don't
means he
go.
wants to slap you.
Yeah. They're like, "You're really funny. Why don't you join me in Kawasaki?"
And then they slap you, and they're like, "You're not funny here.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
only
man.
funny in Shibuya."
So down in the comments, please
Oh,
do not
man.
fight other people.
I'm gonna
Dude.
do it if I go to Japan. I'm gonna do stand-up comedy in Ginza. Nobody will boo me.
They do have a stand-up comedy in Shibuya.
Nice. That's where I'll
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
And then if anybody boos me, I'll invite them out to Kawasaki.
Like, let's go take the train
I'll
to
be like,
Kawasaki.
well, I've got some new material. I'm gonna try in Kawasaki. Why don't you come to my show for free? And then do the exact same set.
All
Anybody,
right, so
anybody back talks. Actually, I'm gonna do it in Kawasaki. Anybody back talks, I just come rampaging off the stage.
my Japanese friends say it's okay to beat up smaller fans in CM Punk shirts. We here at the show don't fight anyone.
I say it's not okay. As your raccoon friend,
Yeah.
I say it's not okay to punch people.
And
So
for
when
legal
somebody
reasons.
asks you who was on which side, I want you to make sure you tell people the other human beings told you to punch people. The raccoon said don't punch people.
That's true. For legal reasons, we're not saying punch people. But if you beat up smaller CM Punk fans, do they have the right to press charges?
Yes. Well, in America.
America and Ginza. All right, that's my stupid segment of the week. Let's go to the next one. I've been waiting for this segment for a while. All right, new segment, new error. The Levesque error. Ooh, Triple H. In all seriousness, I'm not a big fan of Vince McMahon, and I've always been a Triple H guy. I thought what he did in NXT was amazing. His vision is great. I'm a big Triple H guy. Yeah. With that said, it seems a bit cheesy. This is the Levesque era. Because, like, the first Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania, and they said, we're pro wrestling, it's the Levesque era. There was a 48-minute promo. So
Not only that, but is that really the person to come out? All right, you have two reasons why is this the person to come out and do it. One, associations with the allegations, not the person to come out and do it. Just full stop, not the person to come out. Anybody with associations to the allegations while they're under investigation should not be getting used for things like that. In my opinion.
Yeah.
That's my opinion. With
I
how
just wanna
bad
add
this
something.
is.
Can I just add something real quick, sir?
Yeah.
TKO has made a statement. If anyone is found guilty in these trials, they will lose their job no matter who they are. TKO has said that. Now, will they keep their word? Who knows? But go on, sir.
So that's one reason why I wouldn't have done it. The other reason why I wouldn't have done it is the goal of saying it's the Levesque era is to differentiate it from the McMahon era, right? So the only person who probably shouldn't be saying that is a McMahon. Unless it's Vince himself saying, I'm passing the torch, which you absolutely should not have Vince around the television right now. It doesn't carry much weight, and all it does is remind you that the McMahons are still there.
Do you think
and he's married into the McMahons?
Yeah.
Like, did it really change?
Well, I mean, I don't know behind the scenes, but on screen it has changed. But
oh yeah, I know what I mean, but I know
yeah.
what you mean. But I was just saying, like, if you from a presentation angle of, if you have a McMahon saying that her husband is the new era, and it doesn't differentiate it to me. You know what I say? What I'm saying? Like,
no. I completely understand.
It's a bad way to show that it's something different, I think. Like, why have such a strong, firm connection to the thing you're trying to differentiate it from? Differentiate it is my big thing.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna play a good cop, bad cop here. Triple H is way better at this than Vince. I think if you love WWE, hate WWE,
he's better at some aspects.
What do you think Vince does better?
It's hard to put your finger on exactly because it's hard to know
when
exactly
the Switch take over.
Not only when did the Switch take over, but I don't know which parts of Vince's success were Vince and which parts were him listening to writers and other people early. Because during the Attitude Era, there was a lot of stuff Vince did really well, but he did a lot of really stupid shit too.
Oh yeah.
So he's always done stupid shit. It's just he's got worse and his ideas have got dumber over time. Well, but there was a time he had this ability to find magic sometimes. And that was a rare ability as a booker.
Yeah, good point. All right. All right, so we'll compare the late Vince McMahon to now Triple H. I think Triple H hands down.
An improvement. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you compare peak primes, it's harder to say. I like Triple H more because I'm a work rate person more than anything. I think that those style of matches are more entertaining, and I get more of those under Triple H.
Yeah. And I think Triple H tells better stories than Vince. If you're talking about the sports entertainment part.
Yeah.
All right,
and if you're talking about the wrestling part, let's be honest. If we're looking at bookers, only of the two of them, only one of them's going to sit down and watch a work rate thing like ROH or, well, ROH back, you know what I mean? ROH,
back in the day.
ROH or Dragon Gate. You know, only one of the two is going to sit and be watching it for love of the wrestling.
Yeah, 100%. Now the bad. Stephanie was a horrible idea.
Bad.
And I love Futurama with all my heart. But I think Triple H is Futurama-ing this job. And what I mean by that is Billy West used his own voice for Fry with the idea of, well, if I get fired, it's my voice, so they can't replace me. I think he's doing that with this. He's like, well, if I just keep saying it's the Triple H era, it's the Levesque era, I'm here, and something comes out, it'll be harder to fire him. Or am I overthinking? Do you think there's a part of that that's true?
I think you're overthinking. I think it was more a weird attempt to be like, no, stop focusing on Vince. This is a new era. Differentiate us. Everything starts different now. That's what I feel like it's supposed to be. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what it feels like.
That's true. But it's weird, too, because, like, it's not like there's any real media out. It's not like, they're trying to distract the media, but there is no real media. Wrestling journalists are a fucking joke. Real journalists are a fucking joke. So I guess it could be a distraction, but I think that the media sucks so bad at their job that you don't even need a distraction anymore. Bro, there was
Yeah,
someone
what
that
are you
asked Triple
distracting
H,
from?
how does it feel to be Triple H?
How's it feel to be you right now, boss?
How does it feel, man?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're really ruining my vibes. Like Triple H, ruining your vibes is the reason why this all is happening.
I am excited for his era, but
Yeah, I am too.
this was a bad choice.
I enjoyed WWE watching the highlights and the pay-per-views. It isn't good enough for me to watch 6 to 8 hours a week.
It's not. I won't even. I'll go a step further. It's not even that it's not good enough. It's hard to justify watching that many hours of wrestling, no matter how good it is.
Yeah, that is a lot of wrestling.
If you're really busy and you have a lot of other things going on, like a lot of other hobbies, even it's hard to keep up with 5 hours of a wrestling promotion a week.
Well, and like, I this might be a cake eater moment. I go to a lot of events, but look at my stream schedule. It disappeared. Look at my YouTube output. It disappeared. And I'm just a nerd, you know? I do work in the morning, but it's kind of like I see it as
He's hanging out with kids, guys.
it's not a real job.
He's
It's
hanging
just
out with kids. He
it's
finger paints, guys.
I finger paint. And then I said, "Can you believe ghetto?"
He's a Marine. Honestly, he's probably finger painting fucking pictures of Okada and just telling the kids, guess who this is? And the kids are like, is that Okada? And he's like, that's right, because all he does is finger paint Okada every day.
But my point is, I have a very easy life. And even me, I feel like it's overwhelming. Like, if you have a second hobby, you know? Like, I went to 3 events in Pro Wrestling Noah within 24 hours. That should not be allowed. So yeah, it could be difficult being a wrestling fan. But let's put that aspect out of the way. Let's say, you know, you're retired, it's your passion, you have no other hobbies. It's still a rough watch. Monday Night Raw is a long watch.
Yeah.
SmackDown's a long watch. So, I think
Even in the world though, where it's like a great 5 hours, like where it's like the peak 5 hours, it's a lot of wrestling
yeah,
for 1 week.
yeah, definitely. Because like, you got to be pretty hardcore to be able to watch all that.
And yeah, and it's not just that it's a lot of wrestling. One of them's in a fucking 3-hour batch. We don't even watch movies that long.
Yeah. And it can be rough. I know, like maybe when they go to Netflix, they'll go back to 2, but I'm not sure.
God, that would be.
I'm
that
very
would
excited
be-
to see what they do at Netflix.
I am
I'm
too.
hoping.
I want to see if it changes their content. That's when we'll really see the Levesque era.
A few moments later.
Welcome to part 2. Was it supposed to be a part 2? Never. But my computer's acting up. But Sid, Hockey Kiwi, and the gang will fix it. They're on the case. Welcome to part 2. If Sid Light is motivated, it's all in one part. If not, it's in part 2. Let's talk WWE title changes.
It's a split of if Sid is motivated / if Sid convinces himself it's not more beneficial to have 2 videos.
Well, you know, listen. You might not want to have 2 videos, but there's 2 new titles. We're talking the Tag Team Champions. They are up on the screen right now, so those watching the video, I guess it's only video, but those lurking in the background can look. Unpopular opinion here. I love the penny titles. I absolutely adore the penny titles.
I like the new ones.
You like the new ones? I just feel like they're like everything. There's a little circle. You got a little WWE mark. Got some golds.
Yeah, it's a nice marketing belt.
Yeah.
But it still looks nice.
Yeah, it looks pretty nice. I'm just not a big fan. A, they have too many titles. B, the split, I have mixed feelings on. But,
I want more designs on titles is my thing.
Yeah. I just feel like the penny belt got shit on a lot, and it didn't deserve it. I like the
Wasn't
penny
that great?
belt. I don't know. I
Yeah,
thought it
you're
was good. I thought it was good. Think about it.
no.
If
Big Penny was not good.
if me and you had a penny belt each and we had it in the background, that'd be pretty cool. Or do we get the never 6-man titles and have Boom Boom get one?
I mean, I can already hang one up.
I was just thinking that we don't have to even send you a title.
Nah, I don't even need one.
I don't know. I think they're not bad titles. There are too many titles, but especially with how popular WWE is, they probably sell them like hotcakes. I never bought a title outside of being a promoter. I don't know. Have you ever bought a title?
No,
Would you buy a title?
I would never buy a title, but that's just because I don't. No, I would
I don't know. I feel
never.
like,
But that's also because I don't buy collector's stuff. That's not me.
yeah, I feel like collecting titles is like tattoos. You either get none or you say, I'm going to get 1, 2, or 3, and then you get like 50. I could see collecting titles getting out of hand. I would take the penny titles over this one, but they're not too bad. They're not too bad. Too many titles. If I had to do the titles, I'd do the IWGP version prior to this version. Big golds. And after big gold, maybe the NWA title? I feel like you have to get 1 or 3. Like have a little fireplace, have a little shelf. Bam. There you go. There you go. So, what title would you get? Like if someone said, if pro wrestling titles dot ZUV, I don't know. I was going to say titlebelts.com, but it's probably a real site. But if someone called up and said you could have 1 free title hang in your house, which one are you picking? Any free title. Oh, GHC title would be nice. Maybe I bumped
The
that
Lucha
title. Lucha Underground?
The Lucha Underground title.
Oh,
The
that's
one where it
fucking
was
hot.
the pieces that went together.
Oh, yeah, the Dragon Gate one. That's not bad. Yeah. Now I'm going to change my vote. GHC. I have GHC, IWGP, Big Golds. Those would be 3.
And then one of the other ones would be the Broken Belt.
Really? Why the Broken Belt? The
Yeah.
hardcore one? Or the
No,
one Naito threw
no.
around?
The one Naito threw around.
The U.S. Championship is in the New Japan shop right now.
Is it broken?
Yeah, they display a New Japan shop displays like broken belts and rotates them. Right now, it's
That's
the
fucking
US.
great.
It's the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title that was thrown around. So the U.S. title that
That's
was
awesome.
smashed up by Finley's son, and the Intercontinental title that was thrown around with Naito. But I feel like this new title is too expensive because Naito doesn't throw it around as much. They're like, hey, cut this shit. Yen is dying.
Don't do it.
Yeah. So, all right.
There will be no throwing today, bro.
WWE title change, better or worse? I say they're worse. Better or worse?
I think they're. I feel like it's a lateral change, but it's done with the intention that they're going to take them on TV shows. I think because they're the Miz and there are Truth belts. If there were 2 guys you wanted to do media stuff, they're guys you can send around to do media stuff, and I feel like that's part of it.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, because from a marketing standpoint, Roman's belt or now Cody's belt is the best for marketing. It's just a big giant logo. So yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, SmackDown will be the same ones in blue if it hasn't already happened. That's probably.
No, the best for marketing was John Cena's spinner belt.
I think maybe.
Huge logo that you could get people to interact with.
Oh, okay. I was thinking the US one. No. I know what you're talking about now. Yeah. That was a pretty good one. Yeah.
Yeah. Huge logo and it spun. So, I mean, I feel like that's a pretty big win.
Yeah. So there you go. Let's say goodbye to the WWE tag team titles. We just lost them. let's let's move on to the next one. Next story. Why you do this to me? There you go. Injured Rhea. From new champions to new titles to new champions. Rhea Ripley was injured. You hate to see it because I think both of us are huge fans of her. You were a huge fan of her before I was. She had to do a lot to win me over, and she did. I think, I think when you're over and a lot of people like you, there's a point where you're like, oh, I remember when she was over with me. I think her and Charlotte's match is where she won me over. But you were a fan way before that. She was on fire, and it just sucks that this happened. So hopefully she has a fast recovery. Do you want to add anything for Rhea?
No, I hope she's back soon because she's great, but it just sucks.
Yeah, with these wrestlers, you want them to go 100%. There's freak accidents, but when you have a big roster, let people be injured. But some of our faves in both companies are hurt right now. Kenny Omega, Big E, wish him nothing but speedy recovery. It's now Rhea Ripley. It's just, I don't know. I guess it's sad when anyone gets injured, but when you're super hot and over, it's like, even though I am not a fan of him anymore, I was the biggest fan in the world. Even CM Punk, it sucks. He goes out there, gets super over, and then gets injured. Kind of all around pretty horrible. So I guess injuries always suck, but when you're hot, it just seems to be hot in the ring of a hot momentum, not looks, even though she is an attractive lady. But it seems to fucking hurt more. It's like, oh man, everything's going for you. Then boom.
Yeah, when they're on fire and it's just boom, entire momentum derailed.
Yeah. So we wish you a speedy recovery. And she is one of the best female wrestlers in the world. And who knows, maybe she'll be working with Rossi. Rossi is now bossy. The announcement was made. So this guy is accused of tampering and doing a bunch of different stuff. Stardom had to fire him, and he started his own company. Some people thought it was WWE backed. According to Rossi, it isn't WWE backed. Some people say it's Cyberfight. There's been rumors that it's not Cyberfight, but no one believes it because the presentation was on Cyberfight, on Wrestle Universe. The first event's going to be on Wrestle Universe, and their first appearance in a live company was Pro Wrestling Noah Magic, where I was. They got Julia. They got a ton of girls from AWG. I believe those are the initials. I apologize. And I was super pumped up. Julia's amazing. Rossi's done some things. And there's been some controversy. The company's name, I believe, is Marigold or Marigold. I'm sure whatever way I'm saying it is the wrong way. And I'm kind of excited. I might go to the first event. So what's your thoughts so far? I know you're very pro women wrestling. And here's the thing. What's your thoughts so far? And I thought...
It's hard to say until they start.
Yeah. Are you excited, though?
I am because I think it has a lot of potential. I think Rossi's already proven it. How often do you get a guy that you can look at and be like, proven commodity at what they're trying to do?
Yeah.
He's a proven commodity. We know he knows how to do this well, and we've enjoyed what he's been doing. And now he gets to do it where it's just him.
Yeah. And he's denied working with WWE. He's up in the air about Cyberfight and Wrestle Universe. But here's the thing, for people that love women's wrestling and are like, oh, TJPW, Stardom, I don't know. He said there'll be English commentary, and he has one of the best female wrestlers in the world, if not the best female wrestler in the world. Is this a good place to start off? Because I'm thinking about going to the event just to say I went to the first one. Would you be excited to hey, I'm going to see what this is about and follow it? Would it pique?
I would say yeah. I would say it's the same as Sukeban. There's that excitement to see the first one. I would say it's definitely there.
Yeah, so I'm super excited. Plus,
even more.
They are working with Noah. Julia's gonna be taking on Muda's daughter. That's gonna be a murder. Like Noah's women's division. It's there. It's there. It's not what it should be. But also, if it does work with Cyberfight and they stay on Wrestle Universe, A, how great of a deal is Wrestle Universe? Hashtag not an ad. Hashtag obviously. But B, why don't like Cyberfight companies work more together? Get the TJPW girls in there would be effing fantastic. Would be fantastic. And he also, we'll talk about some good things and one of the controversial things. He also said he's going to be paying attention to tickets and making money through the actual product. He says if you take WWE's money or you take a sponsor's money, that could run up and then you're gone. He's like, it's better to have a good product, bring the tickets in, and then the sponsors can help. He doesn't want to be sponsored heavy promotion. And there's a lot of promotions that are sponsor heavy. So
That's good. That's good because then sponsor money that he gets can just go into improving the company or the product overall.
Yeah. Now, the controversial stuff, not for us in Japan, but for North America, it's controversial. And it's one of those things, oh, fuck, have I lived here too long? You know, when people are like, I can't believe it happens here. I'm like, yeah, that's how it works. One of the controversial things is he's looking for new athletes from 13 years old to, I think, mid-20s. I could be wrong. I apologize when a cap is, but younger women. And they can't be married. And now the reason why they can't be married is because idols...
He doesn't want people in a commitment.
Well,
He doesn't
yes,
want
but also
whatever.
Idols are usually don't date because they want desperate, horny people to think they have a chance. Or even if they don't have a chance, the illusion is there. So
Okay.
it is an old tactic used. Stardom has fired people for being in a relationship, allegedly. It's like, oh, I have a boyfriend and I'm not on the roster. Allegedly. But with that said too, like, there's only a few married women in Japan that wrestle or are idols, and your stock can go down. There are so many people that are like, I'm behind this girl. She's married. She has a boyfriend. Oh, forget her. She broke my heart. It sounds over the top, but it is a business strategy. AKB48 and a bunch of the idols do this. This is very common grounds. It's kind of fucked up, and it shouldn't be that way, but it is. And here's my thing. If you're advertising this overseas, maybe leave that part out. Maybe leave that part out. And I don't know. If you like a woman athlete, and if she has a boyfriend or gets married, and that changes your view on that woman athlete,
You didn't like that
you're
woman
an
athlete.
asshole. You're just a fucking horny little fucking hornball. You know what I mean? It's just the odds of an average person marrying an idol or a wrestling girl is so low. It's so low, you know?
Mhm.
It's just, I know that, but if you're the type of guy that's like, oh my God, my favorite wrestler got married, I don't like her anymore. Let's be honest, you ain't getting laid. You just ain't getting laid. You are not bringing home the bacon. But yeah, so that's the controversial part. And I don't know. It's weird because a lot of luchadors start when they're that young. A lot of the female wrestlers and Japanese wrestlers start when they're young. But advertising for 13 and up non-married people seems a bit creepy. Just seems a bit creepy. So
A little bit, but it is what it is. It's not that abnormal if you're familiar with idols or most of those things. So it's whatever.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think it's a big deal.
Yeah, and it's one of those things.
It's not a cult.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but that's about it. I'll probably go to the first event. I'm kind of excited. Marigold or Marigold, fucking name, I don't know. There is an Japanese internet rumor. Please take this with a grain of salt. That Stardom called their next pay-per-view Queendom, because there was rumors that was his company's name was gonna be. I don't know how true that is. That's just Japanese dirt sheets and all that he wanted to name this thing Queendom. But who knows? My source, random fucking dudes who speak Japanese on the internet. So there you go. All right, time for the BS. The BS. We just talk about whatever we want. Because, we were on such a tight schedule and didn't get off topic at all during that whole podcast. That 2-parter podcast. I got to do more Noah content, and I have to do more. I go to all these events, and I got to do, like, reviews of them. Noah's been on fire a lot. I'll be doing a... Listen... this is a shoot fit.
Don't you turn the BS into your Noah. No, I'm not letting him do that, guys.
No.
He ain't getting out of it.
Let me finish.
He's making a Noah thing.
I might make a Noah podcast just because I'm too lazy to review every show. There. Okay?
That is true.
There. All right?
That's why it's called the Noah podcast. That is accurate.
Yeah. It's only a Noah podcast because I've been too lazy and tired to do individual reviews. But Noah's been on fire.
Have you seen that new Fallout show at all?
No, I haven't. Here's the thing.
Oh, it's so good.
I heard wonderful things about it, but there's only a certain type of video games I
won't talk spoilers with anybody, but I will just say I watched the whole show. It's great. You have zero need to know the game.
That was my number one question.
If you know the game, it just makes it nice.
Yeah, because
it's just
I know
set
the Last
in the
of
world.
Us. Yeah,
it's set in the world. That's it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because
the way Fallout's designed is the world goes into the apocalypse, and every game you're coming out of a different one of these Fallout shelters, and all the Fallout shelters have been run differently, so your experience is always different coming out of that shelter. And usually you come from one of the quote-unquote good vaults, but because of that format, it's very easy for them to take a TV show and go, okay, you're a vault dweller. You come out of a vault. Your story starts coming out of one of the hundreds of thousands of vaults.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's kind of like the Dimensions or all that stuff with comic books, but more simplified.
Sort of. It's more like the vaults are just think of the vaults as like little underground cities and time capsules that open up and people come out of.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Your main character comes out of one of these little underground cities that's been locked in this time capsule since right before the nukes went off, and you're coming out into the post-apocalyptic world. Well, the TV show is the same sort of a startup where it's the main character is from one of those things, one of those little Fallout shelters, and it's them going out in the world pursuing their objectives.
Question: Does the show a different character every episode, or is it the same character throughout the season?
It follows the characters. I would say it's 3 main characters, and one's a ghoul character, one is a Brotherhood of Steel character, and one is a Fallout character, like a shelter character, which is important because Brotherhood of Steel is one of the most popular factions in the game because they use badass power armor, which are like little personal mech suits, basically. So they have that in the show, too. Very cool. Very well done. And honestly, it feels like it's done perfect for everyone. And yeah, live action.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, I don't know much about the TV show. I'm glad you said you don't have to play the video. I mean, I don't know much about the video game, so I'm glad you can watch the show, enjoy it without knowing much.
Oh, and it's great. Very well cast. It has one of my favorite actors for villains as like this anti-hero role, which he's great as. He's from Justified, is named Walter Goggins. Great actor. It has a lot of really talented people and some young people who are pretty talented too.
Yeah, my wife is trying to get me into because I only play the same types of games: sports games, 2D platformers, and beat 'em ups, and they don't have the best stories most of the time.
Oh, plus it has fuck.
She's trying to get me to get into more games, and I really enjoyed The Last of Us.
It has Jerry from Rick and Morty.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he plays himself. Well, he doesn't play himself, but you know what I mean. He's a human. He's not a cartoon character.
Got it. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out. I've been on. I'm about just starting season 2 of Ted Lasso, and I fucking absolutely love it.
Boy.
Love it. I don't know if I
Like
should give
it's fantastic.
spoilers. It's kind of old.
No, don't give spoilers because I feel like Ted Lasso is one of those things that's so
not that
perfect. I don't
popular.
want to ruin it for everyone.
Yeah. Well,
I
someone
want
just
everyone to
returned.
go into Lasso to really enjoy it.
I
But it's
can't
a
believe,
beautiful show.
as a writer who's a bit judgy, beat for beat, it's one of the best written shows I've ever seen in my life. It is so good. It is so good. I'm just at season 2. I hope it doesn't drop off, but so far it's been effing fantastic. And it's hard. It's hard to write a positive character well. I mean, you could have propaganda, dun, 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 but in reality, it's hard to write a good character and still have flaws. It's not an easy task. Says the guy
They
that
do a good
writes
job
about
of it on
death.
Fallout too.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Yeah, the Fallout characters have growth throughout the show. It's really well done.
And I'm also watching X-Men. I know you're a little angry about it, but
Yeah.
X-Men is probably the best show Marvel has done in a very long time. I like Loki. Others were average to good. A lot of them felt like pure torture and homework. And it felt good to turn on a show and go, holy fuck, I like this. I don't know, it feels good. And through phases 1, 2, and 3, I felt like all of it was good. And if it was
You're
if
just
it
a
was
slut
average-
for ba-na-na-na-na-na.
Oh, yeah.
Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Dave's a slut.
Well, the funny thing is too with that one, my wife could sing it really well, and when we first started dating, I was like, "Take me now."
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I should bring her over here and do it, but yeah, not the course of love, but I've had the X-Men song.
Yeah, I don't think we should do that on the podcast.
But yeah,
The BS has gone too far.
Yeah, the BS has gone too far. There was this wrestling podcaster who was like, I don't know, he was like, he started off with good intentions and then got completely out of control. And I don't know whatever happened to him, but like he was having sex, I believe, on his podcast. I
God.
was like, what the fuck? And like, I want to be
People are weird.
wrestling, and now we're having sex. It's like, all
People
right.
are weird.
Yeah.
And that was the Stone Cold podcast, huh?
Yeah, come on, Steve, get your shit together.
Yeah, stop banging the wrestlers. Those dudes have better things to do.
Oh man, he's
But
one of the
that
few
said, that
podcasts
Kevin
that are
Owens
good.
video was good.
Yeah, he's one of the few podcasters that's actually good at his job and made a good transition. But yeah,
You know who
X-Men's
else
been
made a
fucking
good
fantastic.
transition? Omaha Steaks. Just kidding.
I don't know. Kenny's a pretty goddamn good streamer. Like Kenny Omega streaming
Kenny
over
is
there.
great. Kenny streaming
my
has
boy.
been fantastic. I love that everyone's finally like, wow, he's really wholesome and great. He's such a nice guy. And it's like, yeah, we've been telling you he's wholesome and great. He's like the most wholesome wrestler ever.
It
I'm
is
telling
great,
you, there's
dude.
nothing. The guy's just nothing but sweetness. Sweetness and success.
Yeah.
All he knows how to do is win.
So, but yeah, that's about it. And I keep saying I'm going to return to Twitch, but I don't know. Just go to Sid's Light. You know what? I might tap out. No, I got to. I got to fix my computer first.
I do stream
You know?
every day.
At Sid's Light. Check it out.
Every day, I'm usually live for like 8 to 12 hours every day.
So, pretty fucking badass.
You can find me. Sid's Light. SIDSLIGHT on Twitch. You guys don't really go there, but you guys could start.
You can do it. He's also got an E-Fed. Slow.
Yeah, slow.
If
Andy Papp's their current champion. Well, he was.
Is
He
he?
just lost
Oh.
it. Yeah, now it's Cromwell. Dylan Thunder Liger.
Nice.
Yep.
What if I can't get my computer to work? What if my last stream is a co-stream on your channel?
Maybe I just got to get you to come do the pay-per-views for slow.
Maybe. Yeah. Wait, we'll just finish it. We'll just finish. We'll have a pay-per-view for Coco Sports Stream, a finale. We'll open up on Coco Plays. Then I'll be like, and the last thing we'll have is the raccoon come out and buy Dream.
Yeah, just be like, I'm taking over. I'm taking my company back.
And renaming it.
You'll see here in our contract, it said if you started Dream without me, I would own Dream. I own the Dream.
Calm down, Rossi. Calm down. I wanted to make Coco Sports Stream a reality.
It is hereby slow.
I wanted to make Coco Sports Stream a reality, but we couldn't buy the building. And I've been looking at other buildings. Oh my God. We went to a building in Shinagawa. Oh, it's so fucking beautiful. So maybe Dream will be Shinagawa Pro or something. I don't know. I got to find out how much these buildings go for. Originally I was going to buy a building, but now I just might rent one.
Ask when it comes up to it, you should ask them if you can get it if you can pay in yen.
Yeah. Well, we'd pay in yen. So
I know. It was a joke. It was a joke.
I get it.
Because the value of it, you know what?
All right, you know what? No. Rewind. From 10 seconds ago. Ready? Watch this.
I don't. No, it's too
3,
late. I don't want it.
2.
No,
1.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't want it. No, I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna replace you.
Our
with beer
economy's crashing.
You did that joke earlier, and it was fine. But when I make it, it's suddenly wrong.
Yeah, but that joke when I told the joke, it was 9 p.m. with a hot crowd. You just told the joke at 10:30. The crowd died down.
That's because you killed the crowd.
I think my computer killed the crowd. We lost a lot of momentum.
See?
It's like, no.
Yeah, we did. We lost a little bit.
So yeah.
Yeah, they don't know there was a 30-minute intermission.
Yeah, there was a 40-minute intermission. Plus, if anyone, I've said this earlier, but I'm trying to hint because like one of the things I get is the raccoon is tired. The raccoon is streaming this shit at like 4 o'clock because of our time differences and busy schedules.
Yeah, I don't think people realize that like I'm up in the U.S. and you're up in Japan, and we usually are awake in our normal Japan time zones, and then I try and make sure that I'm awake for the podcast. Coco ain't getting up at 4 a.m. for a podcast.
Fuck no. I had a couple good gigs. If I woke up at 4 a.m., I could like broadcast from home. I was like, I ain't doing it.
In fact, I slept 5 hours last night only because I slept through the first alarm. And that was supposed to be 3 hours for me to get up and be like, podcast.
I don't know. My thing is, I had a sleeping disorder, and now I sleep almost 6 hours. But dude, I do not wake up until I'm like last second late. Like, I'll set the alarm for like 6, and for me that's
if you know you can do it, then I feel like that makes it easier to just be like, all right, well, fuck it, I can go back to sleep.
Yeah.
I don't need this time.
Well, because like I used to have a sleeping disorder where I only did 2 or 3. So 6 a.m. I know it sounds early for some people. That's like crazy late for me with a sleeping disorder. But I wake up at 6 a.m. I look at the clock. I'm like, dude, I got 10 minutes. And then like I'll fuck about with my phone, and then 6:30 alarm goes off. I'm like, all right, I'll just take a little nap. Like, why didn't I nap before? Like, why did I have to fucking check Twitter? I don't fucking know. And then at like 6:50, I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm late. And then I just make the train. But like, if I just wake up at 6:30 and don't check Twitter and don't go back to bed, maybe I'd be a normal human being. Oh, you're dying, brother.
Sorry. Sneezes.
It's okay. But you're a streamer. You don't have no sleep schedule, do you? Or are you trying to study it out?
I try to because I have doctors in the morning, so I usually try to like do doctors and then stream.
The thing is, once you get so deep into streaming like you are right now, time and days of the week just blend together.
Oh yeah, I woke up on Sunday. I woke up at like 7:30 because I thought I had an 8 a.m. doctor's appointment. Dude, it's Sunday. It was Sunday. I went back to sleep. I was like, fuck, I'm dumb. I thought it was Monday.
Yeah, it could be rough and funny.
All because I had checked the clock at night, and it was like, 2:12 a.m. on Sunday. Looks like we're on Monday when I wake up.
Well, there was a time where I was making a lot of money on Twitch through sponsorships, ads, programs, and just people having a lot more money while they were locked inside. I was streaming 14 hours a day. That means I'd stream 14 hours a day, wake up, and then stream another 14 hours a day. I totally lost track of time and days in a week. You know what I mean?
Oh.
It was insane.
Speaking of, how much time do we have left?
I mean, we're done.
Before our timer gets us.
Yeah.
Oh, I meant before the timer gets us.
We're at 32 minutes, and it usually fucks off about 40 to an hour. So we got 8 minutes. Yeah, I got to figure out how to fix my computer. If not, would you let me have my last stream on your stream?
What do you mean? Like, I host your stream?
Yeah, you host my stream. Like, this is my last stream. Follow me. If I can't get the computer fixed, that's how I'm doing my live stream. You're like, welcome to Sid's Light. This is my live stream. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow. Drop your biddies.
Maybe.
I'd be like
Who
Lex
knows?
Luger. I just left WWE and now I'm on Nitro. Be like, what if we made a big deal about it? Like, oh my God, how is he here? How is he here?
I could sell it. I'd have to do it for slow though.
My thing is, do we fucking kayfabe the shit out of it and stay in character?
No, what I do is I bring you in for a special pay-per-view where it's nothing but dream matches. Like one of them against Cody Rhodes. Actually, it's gonna end up like 9 people against Cody Rhodes. If I'm honest, they're all gonna pick Cody Rhodes as their dream match. They're gonna be like, "I want to wrestle Cody Rhodes," and I'm like, "God damn it!"
All right. So do we do the surprise that I show up Lex Luger style, or do we do the surprise that you're Shane McMahon and you just bought Dream?
Oh, I'm gonna buy Dream. I'm taking over.
Or do we do
You
both?
fucking
Lex Luger
contract.
turned it into.
No.
Like, do
No,
we overbook
I
it
took
WWE
over.
style?
No, I took it over.
Yeah, I know, but do I
You-
get my Lex Luger moment?
I'm sorry. Who's in charge now?
There goes my Lex Luger moment.
Yeah, that's right. You'll be lucky to get your ECW after we bought a moment.
I'll be in a
You'll be
Hall of
lucky to get
I'll be in a Hall of
ECW
Fame.
after we bought a moment.
I'll be in a Hall of Fame and be like, let me fucking tell you something. I'm extreme. Oh, Sid's Light, you're
Yep.
so handsome. And have I ever told you how much I love your wife, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Or would I be Vince Russo and just fucking start my own podcast where I just overanalyze
poll?
slow?
You know, if Vince Russo was a real man, he would have named his podcast on a Pole.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Or Hot
I don't know.
Take-
What's Undertaker's
he
podcast
should have
name?
called it Hot Takes on a Pole.
Oh, that'd have been good. Where the fuck is the Undertaker's? Because if it's not Dead Man Talking, I'm never listening to it.
I think it actually is Dead Man Talking.
Is it Dead Man Talking? Okay, I have to go. Let's find out. Undertaker's
What is
podcast name.
Undertaker's podcast?
Undertaker's podcast name. All right.
6 Feet Under.
6 Feet Under. Oh, that's pretty good, but it's not Dead Man Talking. It's pretty good, but not Dead Man Talking.
What if he intros it as I'm the Dead Man Talking?
I haven't watched the fucking legit, because like they just suck dick. I mean, Bubba Ray was at WrestleMania. Vince Russo's like, I just, there's nothing else I can do. And Eric Bischoff's like, I was super successful. I'm so amazing. It was Ted Turner's money, and you ticket the stadium. Nuh-uh, I'm a genius. You're like, well, yeah, but the people you're sucking off said you weren't. Can you imagine having to kiss ass to someone you hate? I guess that's just called a job. I don't know. I'm really lucky. I like my boss.
Could I imagine it? I couldn't imagine it. You did great today, though. By the way,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
yeah,
I
that's
don't
a
know.
good question.
Have you
too.
worked for a boss? I mean, military is strict. Have you ever worked for a
Have I
boss that
worked
you
for a
legit
boss?
hate?
Yeah.
Besides
Oh, yeah.
me, you son of a bitch.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've hated quite a few bosses.
Oh, really? I
I
don't
almost
know.
got in a fight. That's how I dislocated my knee. I had a
Really?
boss that had pissed me off so much. I was that angry that when he hinted that he wanted to fight, I just walked outside. I grabbed the hood of my car and just I had a beater and I just drove my knee into the side of my car and cratered the door of my car. And just
I've never
fucking my
had
knee
anyone
was
like that.
dislocated. It was the
Damn.
worst I've lost my anger my whole life. Was
Really?
I was dude, I was gonna murder that guy.
Shit, that sucks, man. Yeah,
Not literally, but
the most
I
I've
just it
ever
was a bad
had,
day.
the most I've ever had, and this happened to me a bunch. I don't resign or I don't come back, and then they get over the top mad.
That's usually what I do. Is
I,
I'm like, okay, I'm just not gonna come back if that's how it's gonna be.
yeah, but like I always like I get maybe because they're so heartbroken. Like I've worked at schools and I've worked at wrestling companies. I'm like, hey, I'm just not resigning. And some of them are like, that's cool. It's like, hey, good luck. And television,
Some of them are
radio.
like, come back, we'll let
But
you do anything.
yeah, and dude, I've like, hey, dude, I'm not coming back. I've always fucking hated you. I mean, you offered me a lot of money to stay. Like you're a real piece of shit. I'm gonna ruin your life. Why? Why? Maybe I'm not a good like breaker upper. That's my problem. I don't know. It's a good question. Because like when I go to break up with someone, I always say time, and then when I go to quit a job, I'm like, oh, thank you for everything you've done for me. I'm gonna head out. But I always do it. I always do it professionally. But even when you're professional, people get angry.
It's true.
Yeah. Sid, thank you for your time. Just kidding. What if I fired you right there? What if I fired you right fucking there?
Would have been flying to Japan to whoop some ass.
Like I'm gonna fucking
Like,
knee your goddamn car till fucking like E Honda. Oh my god.
I have to find somebody's bicycle.
Oh my god, that would have been hilarious. But no, Sid, you're not fired.
I could have been funny to you. I can't. Earlier, guys, he made a joke that I couldn't get a raise. Now he's making jokes about firing me. I don't like today's pathing. You know what? Let's wrap this podcast up before he really does it. I don't know what the next joke's gonna be.
It's like you should have took my punk fan trial a little more seriously. Seriously. This is the last segment, and then we're going. Last question. Genuinely, no sarcasm whatsoever.
God
Critique my idea of punk fan trial DSI. 1 out of 10. Now, no sarcasm, genuinely. Because in my head, I thought it was going to be a 10. But I
We
feel
just
like
made that joke about firing me, so I'm gonna say it was an 8.
No, genuine.
Yeah, genuinely, I think. It was like
I think it was a
7 or 8.
3. I think it was a 3 because for those that
See, you thought it was a 3. I thought it was a 7 or an 8.
really,
Yeah,
think you're just being kind.
It was really good.
I don't think you're being.
I
genuine.
thought it was.
Calm
no,
down,
I'm-
Bubba Ray. You can be honest.
I'm a genuine voice in wrestling, and I genuinely, wow.
Because the thing is,
Really good.
for those that don't know, I've been pumping this up for Sid forever because I thought it was hilarious
For days.
for days.
For days.
And then when it gets here, I feel like it did not live up to hype. I'm giving it 3 out of 10.
And it's worth pointing out, I kept saying, I feel like we should talk about whatever this idea is first, because whatever it is, I feel like it's probably better that we just talk about it first. And you're like, no, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
The best part is, I'm the only one that probably found it fucking funny. So I wonder if there's someone in the comments that's like, oh, that's justifiable. No one's going to say that in the comments. Don't beat people up. Beating people up is bad. Anyway.
Unless you get paid for it.
Yeah, if you're a professional, be professional about it. All right. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out Sid's Light. With that, I am over. Hey,